Good morning, it's almost the weekend. It's Friday morning. Well, it's not super early, it's 7 o'clock. I have to work today. I have to be in at 10, which is weird. Usually I'm there at like 11, so I don't know why I have to be there an hour earlier. But it is what it is. Do some prep. Do some prep and get ready for the weekend, I guess. Make sure you're set up for success. I gotta get my doctor's note saying that I'm clear for work. Because they only got me on 3 days a week again. Not their fault. My doctor's note says I can work 3 days a week, so that's all I'm working is 3 days a week. That being said, today is leg day, and my leg days are very light. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I do. I'm going to work on some crab walks. I'm going to do some walking lunges. I am going to do the glute lift machine, and I am going to do leg press. Now, the leg press, the sled is about 75 to 125 pounds. Not exactly sure, but I'll just keep it unloaded, do a few rounds, and then we're going to knock out some shoulders as well. And this is going to be, I'm focusing today more around the legs, getting those working, getting those moving, because we've got to get back into our leg day. My legs are severely slacking, in my opinion. I'm one of those pictures of, you're like, yeah, you even do legs, bro? So, yeah, that's me. Yes, I do legs, but I guess I really haven't been pushing them hard. So, we're going to change that. Ate way too much food yesterday. Not in a bad way. So, I definitely went over on protein. And I went over a little bit on carbs as well as shit. I should have fucking turned right there because they just got a truck right in the middle of fucking everything. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. But, I ate a lot of protein, not a ton of carbs, so even though I overate, the majority of it was protein. So I'm not upset about that, and about the time that I decide that maybe I should just turn around and go backwards and back up. Of course, somebody pulls up behind me, so maybe they'll turn, and if they turn on, here comes a whole bunch of people. I'm kind of screwed. I messed up. I admit it. But yeah, so I overate a little bit. I'm not as upset because, like I said, it was a lot of protein, not a ton of carbs. I don't mind if I overeat in protein. Basically, what I do is my goal is 1,600 calories a day, which is about to go up next week to 2,000 calories. So I'm eating more at maintenance. And going to increase the protein intake as well. But I have 200 grams of proteins. Jesus Christ, I can't talk this morning. And I just fill it out from there. So yeah, that's all I got for today. Bill increased alert, something increased your YouTube TV bill, just increased. I'm not sure what that's about. But, yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you guys in the gym because I'm starting to ramble and just fall off base and whatnot. So make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the gym. Oh, I wasn't wanting to click on it for some reason. So today is crab walk day. So just a little back and forth with the TheraBands on them, just to keep working those abductors and adductors. And then we're also going to do some squatting, or not some squatting, some lunges. Basically, going to do some walking lunges. Again, just slowly starting to rebuild the strength in those legs. So that I can start actually going heavy on the legs and maybe actually get some development in my legs. Yeah, just a few of these. Really, really fun. I'm kind of lying; these kind of suck, but necessary evil. You know what I mean? And then just obviously not getting the depth I want, but again, slowly starting to rebuild that strength. And these kind of suck worse than the crab walks. Um, not doing uh, any cardio today because one, it's leg day. So wise man once said, no cardio on leg day. And two, because I have to get to work early. So a lot of standing today. And I'll definitely get my steps in at work. So I'm not super stoked about or super worried about that. So not really worried about getting cardio in, especially since I'm sitting here having to unrack all the weights, which makes me feel just like a wonderful person. But, you know, it's one of those things that when you're done with your fucking weights, you should put them back. Just because, like, if this was 4 weeks ago, I would not have been able to put these back. I would have had to depend on somebody else to do this because I wasn't exactly mobile. But you never know who's coming up behind you, and you're like, oh, they should be able to, do 225 on this or be able to do this, but maybe they can't. So clean up after yourself. But we're going to jump back and forth, kind of, superset between leg press, and glute lift, so we can expedite these exercises. Now, I will say one thing is that just sitting in here, I can feel this on my wrists. So I'm going to be a little bit careful with this. Feet a little bit past shoulder width apart. I don't go super high with these. I go basically the balls of my feet, of my toes, base of my toes, whatever, right at the cross line there. So it's easy to line that position up each time. Oh. Ooh. So, just quick 10 on those. Fairly easy, I would say. Well, I mean, I can feel them. I don't want to put a ton of weight on that because I don't think that would turn out well for me. All right, now for the machine that's very humbling. Oh, my face isn't in this. I should go correct that real quick. I mean, not that you guys really want to look at me all that much. But, I find this machine to be very humbling, especially for men, because, like, I see women come in here and just put a ton of weight on this thing and just go crazy, and not me. But just thrusting the hips up really works the glutes, hamstrings, and this is going to be really good for re-strengthening that hip and pelvis area. So just quick supersets, 10 each. No weights. I might put a little bit of weight on, maybe. No, I'm not going to put any weight on. And this will also be good for, developing a peach. I got a flat butt, why not get some some depth and roundness to it. So I'll see you guys back here in a few sets. I'm going to crank out. I don't think I'm going to do 5 sets each of this. I'm going to start with just 3 sets, and then we'll move on and get some shoulder work in. I don't know if I show you the shoulder work today because like I want to focus on the legs and lack thereof, I guess. And they're pale as hell too, compared to my arms. I guess I got to get some work in on those either which way. So see you in a few. 6 more months and then.
And I love those times.
What's that?
Things get wild and crazy like that. That's my favorite.
Oh, well, that's the best time because the time just flies by.
You know what you're doing? You're just smiling and going.
Yep. Take it easy, Scott. All right, so I ended up doing 5, or this is my 5th set. Again, no weight. Just trying to get some depth and stretches. That was Scott. He's recovering. He had elbow problems, no surgery or anything. Just injured it and took forever for him to get back into it. And that kind of sucks, but well, let's get the last of the glute lifts in, and then we'll call it a day. Oh. So last round of the glute lifts, and again, no weight, but it's feeling good just getting them back together and getting some work in on them. Ribs are killing me. Recovering from any injury kind of sucks because you have to start out at 0 and work your way back, but it's going well so far, I guess, maybe. All right, so pretty quick workout. It only took me about 45 minutes, but again, I didn't do cardio because I am on a little bit of a time constraint. So, but, and obviously I didn't take as much rest between legs because I wasn't crushing my legs, putting on a super heavy weight. Excuse me, where I needed to recover. So not a big deal there. But overall, workout felt pretty good. Got a good delt workout in. And I was talking to one of the young lads in there. He's a cadet, so he's allowed to come over and like work out. And it's pretty cool. A rook, not a cadet. He'll be a cadet, but right now he's a rook. They have to do all this weird stuff like square off their corners and all these rules. They can't get off campus, all that shit. So, but good kid. He was asking about which machine do I prefer, and I ran through them. But the big thing is like, it's not about what I prefer; it's what you prefer. If you engage with the machine, if you can feel it in your back, your biceps, your chest, whatever, if you feel the exercise when you're doing it, you're going to want to do it again. If you're not feeling it, if you feel that it's not challenging, you're probably not going to do it. If it doesn't challenge you, it's not going to change you. So I like those exercises where I can fucking feel them, where they kick my ass, things to that effect. So if it doesn't, like I said, if it doesn't challenge you, it's not going to change you. And I love that saying. You have to push yourself. If you don't have the the motivation, the dedication to continually push yourself to go heavier, to go harder, to go better, to go stronger, you're not going to improve. You get these athletes that have already made it in the NFL, have already made a name for themselves, have already done everything that they need to do. And yet they're out there in the gym first thing in the morning, busting their ass to get better. Those are the people you want to surround yourself. Those are the people you want to listen to. Those are the ones that are going to make you better as a person, as an individual, as a competitor, whether you're competing against others or competing against yourself. So, yeah, that's about all I got to say for today. It's about 8:16, so about an hour and 15 minutes door to door, give or take. And I'm going to fight my way through this stupid little traffic and go home, take a shower, and head into work. So I'll see you guys. I won't see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys next week. You have a wonderful day. Keep grinding.